Copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Our cars, concrete cars. How about the fact that the sponsor on the 8 car will be jumping over to sponsor the 9 car next year?
Let's hope it doesn't swap over right there. They're getting pretty close coming off turn 4.
I'll tell you, Junior's got a good car right now. He's when you can stick to the bottom of the racetrack early in the run like this and stay there, that's what you got to do. Crash! Heavy contact, the 70 car. You talk about how hard you can hit here at Dover. There's a prime example. Oh, man, you heard him say he got dumped. He got hit in the back, evidently, or something happened there. What happens to Johnny's car, number 70? Talked about some contact from behind, and there it is. Yeah, it looks like the 38 car, David Gillian, might have gotten the back of him. Johnny said he got contact, got hit. That was the car behind him. But, you know, that is such a tight corner. We saw all the problems yesterday in the Busch Series race on pit road, and there were some issues here. Watch the 20 and the 15 leaving here. I'm trying to think really why Tony's mad at the 15 car Paul Menard right now. Menard beat him out. Pretty fair and square. And he's hitting him again right now. Bam, another time. Hey, don't, you know, these guys are getting frustrated. The chase for the championship is already starting to heat up right now. Hey, Tony's not done with him right yet. Let's get in here and, oh my gosh, give him another whack right there. Oh. Now, why he would tear his own car up, I have no idea. Alan? Right now, the one thing I do like about that, remember that black and yellow Miller Genuine Draft car you used to drive? That car right there reminds me of it. The same color, good-looking car. Miss those days, man. I remember you were driving like that up here at Dover, just sailing by people. Now the battle behind him for another car you used to drive, the 2 car. Kurt Busch, born beneath the 1 of Martin Truex, and that is for 4th spot. Now, now you're talking about Kurt Busch. He broke a throttle shaft last week in a carburetor. Relegated him back to 22nd place, and he's trying to make up for it today. Dave, you got more?
Yeah, first report for Kurt. He's not very happy, and we got trouble on the track, guys.
Oh, crash here. Kenny Schrader, a former winner here at Dover, involved in an incident here, bringing out caution for the 2nd time.
He's got a cut left rear tire right there. Looks like maybe somebody got into the left rear, cut that tire and spun Kenny out.
Yeah, the left rear quarter panel is really caved in. You saw the bar in the back. Although that car doesn't look like they can't not get it back in the track.
Hard to tell right there whether he had any help.
41 car was behind him. We're not saying it was contact, but let's look at
now. Get underneath him again, but here he comes back. He knows if he leads the most laps today, he gets 5 extra bonus points, and in this tight chase, that's important.
Crash here is Kyle Petty, guys, a former winner here in the 45 car. Kyle, who won the very first race on the concrete surface here back in 1995. He spins it around, and that will bring out yellow.
Take care of the motor. You're all right. You're okay.
Yellow for the 4th time today here on lap number 75.
Kyle pretty lucky not to tear
again, the 21 of Schrader, middle of the track, and just that little touch there for Schrader and Kyle Petty. And that was just absolutely a racing accident right there. Those two are some best of friends. So that one there was absolutely
that might have
was dangerous in a busy pit stop at a NASCAR race. It certainly can. Now watch what happens here. The tire rolls out from the 44 car. There's the tire right there rolling across pit road. Sorensen misses it, but watch Bobby Labonte and then the 6 car behind him, David Reagan, pull out. The tire gets hit, it gets knocked up, it's tumbling, it's jumping, it goes right into the 55 car pit, hits one of the crew members, knocks him down, and they're all jumping. Back at Dover, Delaware, still under caution. The ambulance is pulled down pit road. One of the crew members for the Napa team for Michael Walk. Now, Jeff Burton and this team, well, trouble on the racetrack as we're getting ready to talk about Burton's issues with the car of tomorrow, and we have an issue here with the 45 car of Kyle Petty.
The 11 just freaking ran all over you.
We see a little bit of damage right now in the right front fender
right there,
of the 11. Now he's really got that thing in the wall. Going to have to work on it hard.
Here's another chaser with some problems. This car's been struggling a little bit. He was great the first part of the race. He was leading the most laps. Him and Matt Kenseth were going toe-to-toe.
There's the contact.
Looks like oh, man. Looks like he just got right into the back of Kyle Petty.
It's got road speed. He'll drag the clutch to try and slow it down, but you've got to catch the car.
Whoa, and some an argument, frustration in the garage. Kyle Petty over there with Denny Hamlin, and the crews are separating them down there. You saw there was a lot of frustration when they had contact, and the NASCAR officials jumped in between them. Dave, what happened a moment ago? And this is the onboard camera. Here's Kyle Petty coming over to talk to Denny Hamlin about what happened on the racetrack. He wants to talk to him so Denny can hear it. Well,
I'll tell you what, Kyle's very, very mad. He feels like he got roughed up by Denny out there. Kyle's had a tough year this year, making a point, but you never reach in there and slam some guy's helmet. Denny's going for the championship. He's very frustrated.
Wow, tempers flaring, tensions high can happen. It can all happen here at the Monster Mile, and a lot of frustration. Matt Kenseth, and here's the 26th car of Jamie McMurray having his troubles, and he's down. Oh, just gets by with, apparently has damage and maybe a right rear tire.
Tires right now. Can I make it without going a lap down? I don't think so. We can get 2 maybe.
Bring out caution number 7. Oh, contact with Montoya.
Montoya gets in his right front and gets in his right rear, blows both right side tires out, and they're sliding down and they're blowing as this is happening. And you talk about a...
Carl Edwards goes sailing beneath the 17 car. Remember, these are teammates for Roush Fenway Racing, and Edwards retakes the lead.
Something going on with the 17 car, Jamie?
Guys, Matt Kenseth just came over the radio, said we're blowing up. They said, guys, switch your battery, switch your battery. He said we're blowing up, but we have a crash on the track, guys.
Heavy contact with Tony Raines, the 96 car. Brings out the 9th caution flag, and boy, they've just taken part of the rear panel. The 49 of John Andretti also involved.
Just about the time you thought this race was starting to shape up, everything goes crazy again.
It's a caution and riding along with Tony Raines. Here comes the 49 under him, and there's contact there.
Looks like the 49 car got just a little bit loose.
49 just put him in the wall.
Yeah, and he just got up into the side of the 96 car. All these other guys.
Inside. Just stay up there. Got a bunch of cars that come by. Just hold it down up there. Then they'll run up there.
That will indeed bring out the caution flag. And Robbie Reiser, you heard what he said to Jamie. He said, we just got to hope that everything works out, and it didn't happen at all.
Come on down.
Well, this thing absolutely dropped the valve right now in the engine. Robbie Reiser called it right. He said they generally don't last, but sometimes they do. It broke a valve and went down through the piston evidently, and that is a catastrophic failure.
2007 for the 17 car. What a time to have it happen after you dominated today here in race number 2 of the chase.
Yeah, this Roush Yates engine department is these lucky dogs getting 4 tires.
7 car Robbie Gordon up across the racetrack. No caution flag. We stay green.
Now the caution comes out.
Yellow will finally come out. They were concerned spotters all around the race.
Replay, getting down into turn, looks like turn 1. Now Robbie just gets loose going at the corner. He just doesn't get touched by the 48. Just loses his arrow loose.
Real close there. Looked like there was almost contact.
Mark Martin up on that steering wheel trying to reel in Edwards. Whoa! Off the wall, the 2-car Bush, and his teammate comes across.
Oh man, that was 2 for 1. Both Penske cars taken out in that one. A melee.
Jimmy Johnson also gets tagged, the reigning series champion. Jeff Green, the 66 cars in it. J.J. Yaley.
Something broke on the car, man. It shot straight into the fence.
That's Dover's version of the big one right there.
Oh, look at Martin Truex. He had a great shot to have a good top 5 today.
Watch the 2-car left side of his screen up off the wall.
Looks like he
had a flat tire or something. He had something broke or a flat tire.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if the tire was flat, Andy, or if he just got up so high out of the groove and the car wouldn't turn, he got up in it again. I mean, only Kurt would know. But, boy, when he hit that wall, bounced across, it just really took out everybody.
66 Jeff Green, Casey Kane. There's the 18 car again from high above. Go when they cross the stripe right there for the restart. Edwards, Martin, Biffle, Earnhardt Jr. Here goes Biffle on the high side of Mark Martin.
And Biffle made that move work on Dale Earnhardt Jr. the last restart, and it worked this time for him.
He did strike like a rattlesnake. His car is great right here.
He didn't think about nothing. He just went for it. And take a look at Dale Jr. and he's Mark Martin right now doing the same thing, but on the bottom side of the track.
3 laps to go, 4 back. Don't overdrive it. You're good.
Greg Biffle's a hungry race car driver right now.
Biffle's last victory was the season finale at Homestead a year ago. Earnhardt Jr. with 4 fresh tires trying to get beneath the 01 car of Mark Martin.
That last time by, though, Carl Edwards was faster than Greg Biffle, even though Edwards has got older tires. Look at that, I'm putting some distance on him right now. The rear end of the 16 car hung out, going for it.
And these guys are driving hard.
2 laps to go.
Carl Edwards trying to hang on. He has never won at Dover, Delaware. This is his 7th trip to the Monster Mile. And what a monster this racetrack has been today. Smoke billowing from beneath the 1 car right in front of the leaders as they come by.
White flag.
Less than a mile to go for Carl Edwards. Trying to take over the lead in the chase for the Nextel Cup. Trying to become the first driver to lead the NASCAR Busch and the NASCAR Nextel Cup point standings. 2 turns away from victory at the Monster Mile. And here he comes down. Carl Edwards picks up win number 3 in 2007.
Fastest you drive these race cars the way you do, brother. Woo! That's right. That is right. That was awesome, guys. That was awesome. That was awesome. Great race for Greg, too.
Great effort by those guys as they run up pit road. Carl Edwards, another win on concrete. And how about that great advice from Rusty Wallace? He asked you, do you take tires or don't you?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.